we live right here at Chut's Corner Live. Hey, I got a very special guest here with me. You know, I've been talking about him all week, man, on Instagram, all the stuff. Y'all know how I do, you know what I'm saying? I got Killa Kyleon right here, man. You know what I'm saying? One of the Houston's dopest lyricists. You know what I'm saying? Like one of them. You know, so how you doing, man?
I'm blessed, brother. I can't complain, just working, man. That's
okay. Okay, man. First of all, I appreciate you coming through, man. You know, it's really a good thing to Chut's Corner Live, man. So, you know, we try to, you know, get all the hottest indie artists here and, you know, provide a platform so people on my Facebook Live, on YouTubes, and on TV can see, you know what I'm saying, see what's going on, and also try to create that platform for Houston artists, connect them to the outside and vice versa. And so that's definitely what we're about, you know what I'm saying? So, man, so let's definitely get into it, man. So, for people who don't know who Killa is, you know, give a little background about yourself.
I mean, I can run it down real fast, man. You know, I'm a Houston artist, man, that really come from both ends of the turf. By way of the north side to the south side, from the south side back to the north, you know what I'm saying? I started out years ago with a homeboy of mine, real heavy street guy. Had my partner named Big Luke. He had a company called Quarter Pound. I was a young cat then.
Okay.
And I started pretty much rapping around there, but I grew up around the whole Screwed Up Clique, which was immediately when everybody hears Screwed Up Clique, they think of the rappers. Screwed Up Clique wasn't really nothing but a bunch of street niggas at first.
Right.
That's really all it was. They used to like to make mixtapes around Screw. That pretty much was my OGs and my big homies. That's what I grew up around, and I grew up drawing pictures and shit for them. So, Screw was actually about to start doing tape and CD covers, and I started drawing all that shit for him. And then started poking. My uncle Ron G, who was on one of him and KK, the CEOs of Dead End Ruckus. They always knew I could rap, but the thing was, I was always into what they was doing, but the type of rapping that was going on out here really wasn't my forte of rap.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really rapping to me.
Okay.
So I really was intrigued by a lot of the artists that was out there, and one of the first artists that I actually naturally came up with was Big Pokey.
Okay.
Who actually got behind me. He created a clique called Mob Style, which consisted of me, him, Chris Ward, my homeboy D1, and from now on, Chris Ward was doing mixtapes around the city. Chris Ward really had a real big following, and to this day he still does. He was actually doing records with Slim at the time, so you know they got wind of me and what I had going on, and they wanted to bring me in, and then we created the Boys in Blue. And from now on, the rest been pretty much history.
Okay. Now, give a timeline now. When was this? This is back, what, early 90s, you know, mid 90s?
They goddamn old, but you know, the 2000s, the beginning of late 99, 2000.
Okay.
When everything really got to bubbling and cooking, you know what I'm saying? And up until now.
Okay. So how was that? You know, with the emergence of Houston music really start coming around, how was that being in the midst of that, being in the middle of that, you know, of the Screwed Up Clique starting to come up, and how the whole thing really started to build?
The whole essence of it, you know what I'm saying? I can go far back as Trinity Garden Cartel, you know what I'm saying? When I was around, my mother's from Weaver Road, so pretty much what I did, I went to school between here and the South Side.
Okay.
Staying with my mother and my father. So I naturally got the best of both worlds. And at this part of the time, the North was really the more prominent music in the music scene, because they had more cats, really the North and the South.
Right.
That's when Houston was real widespread, as it's trying to come back to that now.
Right.
But I grew up around the Fifth Ward Boys, the Fifth Ward Juveniles, Trinity Garden Cartels, all the shit going on, Big Love, seeing all that, and then going to the South Side and seeing, before Screwed Up Clique, the South Park Coalitions, the K Reno, the Klondike Cats, the Street Militaries, which consisted of North and South. Like, music in Houston was way more widespread. I think a lot of people that's not from here, when they listen and they think about Houston, they go to thinking about just Screwed Up Clique and Switch House.
Oh, no, right.
That's a lot of the cats that's really, I want to say, like the 25 and ups, that ain't really familiar with the music scenes, very broad scene. Like, we the first real trap rappers.
Right.
Houston. A lot of the culture that has been borrowed and taken started here, between here and the Bay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We damn near like cousins when it comes to the sound.
Oh yeah.
Sound, because we bridged that gap musically. You know, one of the greatest, Scarface.
Right,
you know
right.
Saying? The greatest in my eyes is a Houstonian, and everybody top 5 is Scarface, and your best favorite rapper. They praise Face, UGK, and the Ghetto Boys. So I come from my type of music come from that era. Like, I really like music.
Right.
It ain't really just that get on the beat and just say I rap, or I'm a hustler turned rapper. That's just an excuse for a nigga that can't rap.
Right, man. You know, me being from St. Louis, man, and I grew up on a lot of Houston music, because a lot of my OGs used to come down here for various reasons. We're not going to get into that. So, you know, I grew up on, so now I'm a little cat, like 10, 11 years old, listening to like Ghetto Boys, Gangsta Nip, 3-2, South Park Coalition, Point Blank, all of that.
Also, you got to think Suave House is here as well.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
No, Ross lived out here.
Yeah, he was signed to was a Rap A Lot back in the day.
When we were doing he was with Suave.
Oh, he was a Suave. Okay,
yeah, he was with Suave, and Tony Draper, who's still on this team right now. That's when he was Teflon.
Okay.
A lot of cats, when we were on recording the Boys and Blue album, we worked in Hippie House, which was one of Rap A Lot's studios, where Mike Dean, who's more widespread now,
right,
was one of the engineers and main producers there. We recorded the Boys and Blue album there, and I used to see Ross all the time.
Right.
So yeah, man, like, the music game really Houston really taught everybody the independent game.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists that wasn't really that came up through the Rap A Lot phase. Jay really produced and gave a lot of cats the independent game grind.
Right.
And us being from the streets and independent artists out here, everybody embraced our grind.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We created the Master P grinds. We created the Cash Money record grinds, where you had C-Note, which really, from the Botany Boys, really brought Cash Money out here. You know what I'm saying? And got and put that to Screw, and Screw widespread at that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So Houston is a real broad musical city. It's just not an industry here for the music as much as it was then as it is now.
Okay. All right, y'all. Well, look, we're going to take a quick break. You know what I'm saying? I'm still sitting here with Killa Kyleon. You know what I'm saying? One of the Houston's greatest, man, lyricists, man, here. So make sure y'all stay tuned in with us, Just Corner Live from the runway, 6303 FM 1960 West here in Humble, Texas, baby. It's going down. Hey, what it is, y'all? It's your boy All-Star Chuck, and we're back here at Just Corner Live here at the runway, 6303 FM 1960 West in Humble, Texas. And I'm still here with my man Killa Kyleon. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
We're still here chopping it up, man. So we talked about the beginning. Now we're going to kind of get more personally into you. Cool. You know, so now the name Killa Kyleon, what's kind of the backstory behind that?
Man, the Kyleon pretty much came from the Screwed Up Clique. Mike D, Pokey, and my Uncle Ron G. They gave me the Kyleon. Mike D was always Kyleon. My name Kyle.
Right.
So that's where the Kyleon from Michael Corleone on the gangster shit came from. You know,
right.
On the South, everybody got this O after everything. Edo, Seto, Laro, Barrow. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
And we had our own type of lingo.
Right.
In South Park. So, you know, that's pretty much where the Kyleon came from Kyle, my name being Kyle. And the Killer came from, Slim gave me the Killer, because every time I touched anything, I killed it.
Right.
And I killed somebody in the song.
But that's what's up. So now, let's talk about the new album you just dropped.
Walks, you know, man, funny shit.
Yeah, I know, man. That's what I said. Yeah, it smells like eggs, man.
Like eggs all the way. That's why I kept smelling.
Yeah, it's all, so let's talk about this album, man. Lorraine Hotel you just dropped. First of all, man, I will say, man, I think it's a masterpiece. From the first, I say from the first couple of songs, the first songs, man, like jumped off. Like from the jump all the way to the end. Right. But one of the songs that really intrigued me was when niggas killing for J's. You know what I'm saying? So Now talking about Lorraine Motel album, what inspired you to create an album like that? Because that's a little bit different for you a little bit.
Nah, really not different. Like I think a lot of people, I go so far over niggas' heads musically that I've been through each project that I do. I'm consciously connected to the world, and I think people pay so much attention to the songs that stand out that they don't pay attention to the book. It's damn near like reading a book and niggas just look at the cover and look at the back and read the index, but they don't actually read the book.
Right.
To know that I've been making records like that. I've been throwing them out as freestyles, like my Blood on the Leaves freestyle, my Black History Month freestyle. I've been setting niggas up for the growth. Right. It's like you growing, bro. Anything dead can't grow. You know what I'm saying? You either evolving or you revolving. Right. And a lot of niggas is revolving. As I'm growing, bro, I got kids, my conversation gotta change. Exactly. Social media done made it not to where there's no censorship. So I can't really be talking about the same shit I talked about 5 years ago, because that mean I ain't grow. Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And now the way that they manipulating the situation musically to where they got you talking about all this fuck shit. If that's all that you is, it's damn near like music is food, bro. Anything you ingest and digest and absorb, it becomes one with the mind. Right. And you become brainwashed with that shit. So now you got kids. There's no censorship. Social media is wide open. Streaming sites make everything available to where radio is no longer the necessity to get music. You can get music more widespread now. So the point I'm making, I'm saying that to say this. Music is so available to all ages now that if they just hearing trap shit all day, they gonna grow up thinking about trap shit constantly. Exactly. Because kids are picking up a phone quicker than they picking up a book for information. So therefore, back in my day growing up, rappers was messengers, and that shit left. But they not understanding that the game getting manipulated in that way, the way they want music put out to where trap music. I don't think niggas really take to that word trap music, and to the word trap within itself, because it was never designed to be a good thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So therefore they pulled messengers out of rap. Being that I'm getting older, bro, my daughter 14, I can't have the same conversation that I was having then, not because she paying attention. Right. Even though you're an author, I still talk the shit that I talk, but now I gotta show growth. Right, of course. Development, bro, to where I gotta have a different conversation. If everybody instead of talking about making eggs, who making pancakes? Somebody you gotta switch up the platform and the playing field, bro. If everybody on the offense, who gonna be defensive player of the year? Everybody going down this way on the highway, I just want the HOV lane. I gotta have a whole nother conversation. Why niggas, and then that's what scared a bunch of niggas and tripped niggas out. Niggas was having this same conversation. I use my social media as a platform and set myself up to knock down the dominoes, bro. I stacked everything up individually and put it out there to show people I'm finna go this way. For the ones that paid attention, they seen. For the ones that didn't, damn, it's different. It's the conversation I've been setting up everybody for. Not just delivered the message. I'm growing, bro. I'm not stuck on the same shit. Right. I still love my coach and love having them same conversations, but now I gotta start doing more teaching. If I got your ear, my whole thing was to get into the game and get your attention. Right. Now that I got your attention, I can have the conversation I've been wanting to have. Exactly. Like I said, man, that album from start to finish, man. I was even listening to it this morning, you know, beforehand, and it was like some of the lines, some of the things that you was talking about. You know, like one of the lines that I was just telling Lakewood here earlier, one of the lines that really stood out when you was like, when black on black kill each other, there's no silence, but somebody else kill us, then we want to march. You know, and I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I know I wasn't the only one that thought that, but to hear that come out, I was like, okay, you know, that's what's up. That was something that I really related to because I feel that way. Yeah, cause I say nigga kill a nigga, ain't nobody talking. Cracker kill a nigga, everybody marching. Exactly. Do black lives on the matter doing hate crimes? When blacks take another black life, we should hate crime. That's the truth. Yeah, that's the truth, man. And that's synonymous because the reason why I made that comment because it's the truth, bro. Slavery, the slave mentality, bro, that we've been enduring. The ghetto is a whole experiment, bro. It was never to be glorified.
Right.
It was an experiment, man, created by the Nazis, bro.
Right.
And it was created off monkeys and rats. You put them in the environment together, they gonna kill each other. That's the experiment. That's the ghetto experiment. And we subjective to that shit now. To where they set up the playing field from slavery days and plantations by making field niggas and making house niggas. If you look at what Bill Maher just went on TV and just used the word house nigga, we so desensitized now that they calling us niggas on front of the camera.
Right.
And we damn near clapping and applauding, and we ain't feeling no type of way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To where now they got reverse racism. But I'm saying everything that I'm saying is to set up my point. If you look at what Kathy Griffin just took a picture of Trump head cut off, all this shit is reverse racism. Now they it's a dictatorship now. To whereas when I made that line, do Black Lives Only Matter, doing hate crimes when blacks take another black life, you look at Instagram, bro, they filming fights. You got kids running up on another kid filming the fight, and you got elders, instead of them stopping it. It was a meme posted the other day where you had 10 niggas recording you drowning in the pool, but one nigga won't
jump in, right? Just for Instagram likes and stuff.
And the thing is, bro, it's the mentality, it's the slave mentality. It's set up for us to be against us. It ain't they didn't took them out of the equation.
Right.
They don't even need it. They done made niggas mentality to where they made black folks hate each other. You ride down the street, if you look at a nigga wrong, it's a fight. Or these niggas so pussy, when you touch a nigga wrong, you touch a nigga's sneakers, bro. A nigga ready to fight.
Not fight, but shoot.
Yeah, but
shoot.
My thing is this. When they see, this the problem I got. The Minister Farrakhan said he want 10,000 fearless. And I don't think niggas even understood where he was coming from with that. And this goes to the point that you asking me about that line. And I'm going to stop it at that because I don't want to bully the conversation. You got niggas that'll fight a whole nother nigga he ain't never seen in his life over some bullshit or a piece of pussy. But soon as a cop kill a nigga unjustly, y'all niggas want to go ride and burn and tear down your own shit. Go line up and go kill that nigga that just killed that nigga for nothing. But y'all will go do 100 years for killing the nigga you don't know over some bullshit. If you want that 100 years, if you want to go stand for something, go kill that cop that just killed that nigga for nothing and just got off. Let's go to that nigga house and kill him and do 100 years for something.
For something. All right, y'all.
Not saying that, and I want to correct it. Not saying go do that.
Nah,
but I'm just saying, if you gonna do that, go do that.
Right.
If you want that free 100 years.
All right, y'all. Stay tuned with us. Just Corner Live. We're still here with Killa Kyleon, dropping knowledge. I'm telling y'all better take a piece of paper and pen, write this down as message, y'all. You know, Ear Catching Artist Services, We Get It Done Music, and GTGENT, baby. Stay tuned in. And we back live right here on Chuck's Corner Live. It's your boy All-Star Chuck. Still hanging with my man Killa Kyleon. You know what I'm saying? Right here at the runway 6303 FM 1960 West in Humble, man. You know what I'm saying? Great burgers, great fries, and great drinks, and great environment. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to them for letting us do Chuck's Corner Live here every Sunday.
Party over here.
Hey, it's on the way. It's on the way. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely on the way. So, look, we didn't talk about your beginnings. We talked a little bit about your album. Now we're gonna get into this indie game.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? Because now for people who's watching this about myself, I started a company called Ear Catching Artist Services, which I help independent artists get their paperwork together and try to help them, assist them, I should say, in achieving a goal, like how, you know, far as getting the streaming money, houses, you know, trying to set their situation up and also educate them so, you know, so they will at least have an understanding
of what's going
on. You know, and that was my voice. When I moved here, I came here from St. Louis as a rapper.
Yeah.
And I got here and I'm like, man, I got this going, and I got here and really realized that, okay, this is serious shit here, down here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I want to thank one particular person, you know what I'm saying? We'll say it, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I can't think of his name now. But But it was a particular DJ, man, who kind of was like, hey, bro, this is what it is. So I found my lane, and I felt that this is something that's needed for as helping indie artists. Now, my question to you is that as far as how do you feel where the Houston music started to kind of decline a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Like where do you feel that Houston music started to kind of decline at?
Houston music don't support Houston music, and it's not an industry for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to create a relevance. You have to create relevance. Relevance has to be created, but it has to be a cycle that creates the relevance.
Okay.
Like, everybody has to be a cycle in order to curate the music and to keep the culture pushing forward. We culture shocked out here right now. And what I mean by culture shock is we're not embracing our culture as you would see in LA embraces their culture. You're seeing us go through the stage New York went through.
Right.
To where New York got out of his way and started embracing the South.
Right.
And not being familiar with their own internal culture. That's where Houston is at now. It's not embracing its internal culture. You look at LA, their culture is so influential. You're gonna still see artists like, you look at California culture, look at Currency, one of the hottest guys in the South that has embraced California culture to where he riding 6-4s down.
Right.
To where you got cats in Houston, I don't wanna sound like I'm from Houston. Why? When you got Drake want to sound like he from Houston, you got Future want to sound like he from Houston, you got Bryson Tiller want to sound like he from Houston, you got French Montana that sound like he from Houston. You got so many people that has embraced our sound that don't even like their own culture and they sound, and everybody, Nelly making grills, St. Louis.
Right.
Nelly, what a lot of people don't know about your town, the Midwest embraced Houston sound far long ago and beyond. Chicago embraced it far long and beyond.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
Indiana embraced it. Minnesota. I have so many. I'm one artist that's in here that's really, I didn't just sit in the city trying to fight for a position. I felt like Houston was just a seed. You got to get out there. I implanted that in one artist, on one artist's mind out here, and told him, when I start seeing him growing, I said, bro, you got to get the hell out of Houston.
Right.
And I'm not saying leave and don't embrace it, but he actually took heed to what I said and got out there, and he's one of the most influential artists in hip hop. Houston is so influential. You can look at Walt. Walker, offspring of where Reggie B came from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Nut. I say Nut so imperative to what's going on and now, and Reggie know, and Reggie probably can't see me from behind now. I ain't got to do too much talking, bro.
Right.
But homie actually got behind a lot of shit before it started even going where it was gonna go.
Right.
And put boots on the ground behind a lot of cats.
Right.
A lot of people ain't gonna know that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But I'm saying that to say this. He put structure and order amongst chaos. Where he gave you an outlet to want to go and got behind a lot of shit.
Right.
That niggas was scared to get behind. He put his own dollar behind it and got it out there. You got to believe in you, bro. You got to know that the world is bigger than Houston, but you take Houston and give it to the world.
Right. Okay.
You can't let nobody from out of town come down here and create a Houston appreciation weekend where Houston ain't getting appreciated.
Yeah, no.
Meaning you got to put
definitely.
artists that's here and bring relevance to artists that's here. I don't want to see no Houston appreciation weekend and niggas that ain't even from Houston being appreciated.
Right.
You can't keep giving Bun praises. That's cool. We know who UGK is. That's
Exactly.
fine, bro. But it's more to UGK naturally not from Houston.
Right. That's the same thing
And it's
Sauce
no
Walker said.
And no disrespect, but
Nah.
see, I think a lot of people take what Walt be saying. Walt just tired of people praising everybody other than the people that's here.
Exactly.
To where it's a whole new generation now, bro. You got to start giving light to the ones that's working. You got to give lights to the Trill Sammys. You got to give lights to the Dice Sohos. I watch these kids come from nothing to something,
Exactly.
bro. And they was
Shouts out to
trying
Dice
to work
Soho.
with a lot of these cats to where you got to praise Slim. I've been around Slim since he was 17, bro. The man been a millionaire since then, and he's still that now.
Right.
And he's one of them cats that When he say he put on, see, I think a lot of people think he's supposed to take money out of his pocket,
and
give it to you, and that's
people.
putting you on. No, he gave you an opportunity to be seen.
Right.
Anybody that's popping right now, Slim actually attached to that and get them praises. That's really all the OGs got to do. Let me shed light on them and shed some light on you. Shed light on something is giving it more, that's worth more than money, because he's introducing you to his fans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's worth more than $1 million worth of game, bro.
Right, exactly.
You know
So with that, how do you say, what do the indie Houston artists need to do to really embrace that and really push out there? Because it is a lot of artists who really kind of like on some, hey, I got to get out of Houston, I got to switch it up to get out of Houston.
No, they don't. They really don't have to switch it up to get out of Houston. My thing is, in order, I'm going to give y'all this game for everybody out there looking and listening. This is first, bro. You have to conquer your surroundings to be respected by everything that supersedes your surroundings, bro.
Exactly.
You got to conquer your surroundings first, bro. To whereas everybody think you got to get on the radio. Hip-hop started in the streets. Conquer your surroundings first. Get out here in these streets and do the footwork in the streets. Once you do all your footwork internally, you got to externally do the footwork. You got 45, 59, I-10, 288, 610, 90, 99. You got to hit all these areas, bro, between Houston and Dallas. Let's just start off there first.
Okay.
You got Houston and you got Dallas. I'm going to break this down. It ain't going to take long.
No. Take all the time you need. We here.
You got Houston. From Houston, you got the Woodlands. From the Woodlands, you got Conroe. From Conroe, you got Huntsville, Madisonville, Centerville, Mahale, Crockett, Palestine. All this up 45, that's wide open. There ain't nobody touching. Let me give you some insight on what Boss Hogg and Swisher House and Screwed Up Click did. They hit everything in between all that shit. Mm-hmm. Now let's go backwards up 45. From Houston to Galveston, you got League City, you got Baytown, you got Texas City, you got McNair. You got all this shit that's uncharted territory that ain't nobody sticking no flag in. You got to be Christopher Columbus, bro, and go discover your fans.
Exactly, right.
If you just sitting your ass in Houston within the loop, you squabbling with 1,000 more MC such and suches within the loop 16. Now let's go I-10. Which way you want me to go first, east or west? I'm going to go east.
It don't matter. Go with you. Start it off.
You go back up I-10, you got Baytown, you got McNair, you got Beaumont, you got Orange, you got Liberty, you got Lake Charles. I can keep going, bro. Well, ain't none of you niggas heard. And excuse me for using the N-word some more. None of you brothers is being heard, bro, because y'all not putting that $2.69 worth of gas in your car. You not spending that $400 on flyers, CDs, flash drives, merch, or nothing to go out here and do your footwork within these cities. You gotta invest in you, and you gotta get out here, click your smartphone, use your GPS, and start highlighting these cities. Get you a map and thumb out and put you some color thumbtacks on this map, and you gotta hit all these areas, bro. And you got to spread. Music is a disease, bro. So once you infect it and you create a plague, it start a plague. It get widespread. Once you cough, it's like hepatitis C, bro. Like Ebola and the bird flu, bro. Once you sprinkle that shit everywhere, it spread. If it's good music, it spreads, bro. But if you just sitting down, you ain't doing nothing but infecting everything around you. But it's too many other diseases you squabbling with. Everybody else not down I-10. Then you go back west. You got San Antonio, Brownsville, El Paso. You got Waco. That's up 35. But I'm saying that to say this, bro. It's so much uncharted territory where your flag ain't been planted because you sitting there waiting on Instagram. You waiting on Facebook. You waiting on Twitter. Spotify, title, all that shit don't mean nothing if you ain't naturally going out there touching somebody, bro. You gotta actually go out here and touch a fan base and do your footwork, bro. If you not going out here doing the footwork and ain't spending your hard-earned trap money instead of running your dumb ass to the jewelry store, running your dumb ass to the Galleria, if you can buy some $400, you can or buy some Jordans or having all the Jordans. If you the freshest nigga that the feds watching, your fans ain't watching because you ain't going out there touching. You ain't spending that money on the necessities for a person to know you. Man, stop telling niggas to go to your SoundCloud. Stop telling them to go to iTunes. Physically have a CD in your hand, bro, or a flash drive. Have that flash drive is imperative because if you start going to these cities, put the CDs in the fans' hand, have that flash drive for every goddamn DJ. Put this in your Serato, bro. Go to these clubs and these fans, go to all these barbershops. Man, I am giving you niggas a blueprint.
Man, I'm telling y'all, I mean, y'all gotta listen, you know what I'm saying? And this is something that I've been preaching for a year.
I'm naturally still doing it.
Oh, yeah. And don't get me wrong, you know, definitely that's something that I'm continuously doing, even though I be told all the time, man, you wasting your time. No, I'm not wasting my time.
Tell you one rapper out here that out hustle everybody. You can let's just say, for instance, this here. Your most popping rapper right now on the radio. 9 of them niggas ain't even got cars, bro. You on the radio, you popping, you on flyers. If you not booked on the weekend, bro, you ain't getting no money. I'm sorry. You can't even sit up here and tell me if you steady trapping and you the biggest rapper, but everybody know you. If I go down 45, I-10, get on that plane, when you leave the city limits, bro, don't nobody know half these niggas. That's saying something, bro. You can't keep flexing like you the man, bro. If you go outside the city limit, don't nobody know you. That means you need to maximize your grind and your hustle.
Wow.
That's what you really got to do, bro, because it's a wide open territory and you got to take Houston back to the max. You got to win Texas. You can be just like Chameleon. That man went platinum alone in the state of Texas. It's so much uncharted territory nobody taking advantage of because everybody trying to be the king of Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
That's
if you
a good
get
point.
out here, the rap I was finna name, Agony Life. You go anywhere in the state of Texas, you gonna see an Agony Life CD, soda, DVD, everywhere.
Right.
Cause this man naturally hustling like it's 99. The old hustle still apply, bro. It ain't it's one way to make biscuits and gravy, bro. And the same way it was in 1876 still apply to 2017.
Right.
The hustle don't change, bro.
Right.
Iron and clothes, the same way. Shoes, the same way. The style just changed. The hustle don't, bro. The game of basketball evolved. The players don't change, just the uniforms, bro. So you just gotta, the same hustle apply. A jump shot, still the same jump shot. Will Chamberlain took, then LeBron take. It's the same jumper. So I'm saying that to say this here, bro, the game don't change. The way people to know you don't change. The internet just put in place for you to have a war. I'm gonna tell you this, it's a more of an international phase now to where you can click enter and touch people all over. But you can get off your ass and get in your car and touch people near and dear to you.
Right.
That's what you got to do. These music conferences, go to these music conferences. These different things, just like what you got to offer. I'm going to treat this just like it's BET.
Right, appreciate
Why
that.
I'm going to do that? Because your show catching more people. You got more people watching you than they actually watching somewhere else. You got internet radio stations that watching them and more syndicated than everybody because you can naturally see this faster than you can see anything else.
Right.
Because you got them watching for that. And know this here, homeboy, it costs to be on that shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's free.
Right.
This free promo. Why
Exactly.
you want to go pay somebody for some airtime when you can go touch all these B, C, and D markets? And I'm going to tell you what they doing. I'm trying to sum it up fast as I can, but I can't answer that question without really giving you the natural answer for it.
Right.
What labels do, bro, they pay attention to the B, C, and D markets. What the B, C, and D markets are, they're not your main cities. They're paying attention to the internet bloggers and the cats of this nature to really see if you touching other areas.
Right.
To where The mainstream shit is cool. They looking for the cat that's touching everywhere else, because that's why they created 360 deals now. Because the major label is trying to act like the independent artist now. Because if you got your own money and you investing in yourself, the internet has created it to where you don't need a major.
Nope. Don't need. You
don't need the radio no more. This is the radio. You can go on there yourself, catch everybody that's doing these things, and you get with these cats and you actually create your own fan base. You don't need radio no more, bro. The internet is uncharted waters. It's uncensored. The radio is censored. Y'all niggas fight for that and fighting for a DJ. You your own DJ now. You can upload your music on SoundCloud. You can Reverb Nation and all that shit. You don't need that no more. What you got to do is you got to create relevance for yourself and bring them to you. If they see you out there working, bro, they gonna fuck with you naturally because you working. They coming to you. You ain't gotta go to them.
Exactly.
Man, I did number 15 on the charts, bro, with no promotion. I got to say that because they're saying something. I look at my partner list. Top 10 too. No promotion, regular fan base or organic fan base. That's because we using that same hustle we did as Boss Hog Outlaws to now.
Wow. That's what's up, y'all. So, hey, look, before we get up out of here, you got to tell the viewers where they can find your Instagrams, Twitters, all of that stuff.
Yeah, man, you can go on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube. Every streaming outlet you can find my new projects. The past few projects that I've put out, 30 for 30 days, 30 deaths. Well, I naturally took 30 days, and every day for 30 days I went in. That's online on every streaming outlet. The Lorraine Hotel out right now, still doing good in the top 100, still going. You can purchase that. You can actually purchase that from me on my websites, which is all my social media outlets at Killa Kyleon on everything. You can find me on that. And pretty much, man, bro, that's what it is.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Just Corner Live right here. What's going down, you know what I'm saying? So look, we're getting up out of here, live from the runway, 6303 FM 1960 West in Humble, Texas, y'all. I'll let y'all later.
Right.
Yeah.